This is Talk of Better World. Tell your mom.
Hey, and welcome back to Talk of Better Worlds. I'm SirFelixTheCat, and today I kind of just want to talk about that Pokémon Presents that we just had the other day for the 30th anniversary of Pokémon, which was amazing. We got some killer news. I'm not going to dive too much into one topic. I will mention it, but it's probably going to be something I do in an upcoming video, hopefully Thursday if I have time. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So, I do want to start off by saying the intro to this was amazing, but it kind of got my hopes up. I had mentioned in a previous video that there were rumors going around that because we got Fire Red and Leaf Green, that we might possibly get, Silver and Gold. It would be cool if they did bring all the games over. Again, they're probably going to end up charging $20 for each, so maybe someday, we'll get some like collection where they put all the games in there and they just charge you like $180 for all of them. We'll see what happens. I really don't want to have to pay that much, but I understand they probably do like $20 a version. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways, oh yeah, let me mention, Fire Red and Leaf Green has been amazing so far. I start up with Fire Red. I went ahead and got both the versions since there's going to be Pokemon Home. That way I can go ahead and get all of them moved over. But, yeah, this video. We had some things that I wasn't really too interested in, which would be all the card stuff. I am going to go ahead and just skip through that. I'll show the footage on the screen and basically just say cards, cards, and more cards. Kind of like I just did. But, yeah, they talk about how the fact that we went from having 150 Pokemon to having over 1,000, which is mind-blowing numbers. I don't know about you guys. I've been playing the game since the original Red and Blue released on the Game Boy. And I've played them ever since. Did take a break through the 3DS era. I regret that because I haven't played X and Y or, what is it, Sun and Moon? Really do want to play those. I tried playing Sun and Moon on an emulator, but that didn't work out too well. My computer just could not do it. It just ran at like 5 FPS, so like I'd see myself take a step, then a step, then a step. It was bad. That was bad. Anyways, what do we got here? So, they start off with a little bit of false hope for us. So, they show this cool little Game Boy thing. And they're showing, like, Red and Blue. And everybody's like, oh, man, we're going to be getting a, like, Game Boy Classic Mini type thing. And, no, it's just so we can play all 45 songs off of the original Pokemon games. But you need 45 cartridges to do that. This collection, it was a $70 bundle. And, it sold out basically instantly. Partially because of, the diehard fans, but a lot of scalpers because, as I said, it's selling for $70 from them. Online on eBay, it's going for like $200 or more. So, yay, scalpers. Yay. We also had our, announcement for the big Chase Center show they're going to be having with all the battling. So you're going to have Pokemon Unite and Pokemon Go and performances and whatnot. If you're into that, that's cool. I used to play Pokemon Go. Another announcement they do make in this is, hey, Pokemon Go is 10 years old. Which, my goodness, time has flown. But yeah, 2016, that's when we started playing it. That's when people started, driving down the street, stopping their car in the middle of the road to catch a Pokemon. Or walking into people's backyards and getting shot at because there was a Snorlax in their backyard. Yeah, those were wild times. Wild times. And so, normally when we watch a Pokemon Presents like this, it ends up being stuff that most people aren't like the most excited for. They show all the phone games. So, like I said, Pokemon Go. You also have some of the Pokemon Masters, stuff like that. And then maybe an anime announcement, Pokemon, Resort, Retreat, whatever the Netflix one is. But, yeah, we did have that. We didn't have any anime announcement, but we did have the phone games. So, if you like the phone games, good for you. You got more content coming for you. You also have the Pokemon Cafe, which never played. It's cute. That's one thing I can say about it. If you like cute things, maybe check it out. Also got your Pokemon Sleep announcement, which I personally don't understand what it is yet. I haven't ever tried it. But it's, yeah, Pokemon sleeping and you sleeping with Pokemon. It's a thing. It's a thing. And then we got our first awesome announcement. So with the Game Boy, with the Switch 2, they added the ability to play GameCube emulator, which is wonderful. My favorite system. And a game people have been crying for was Colosseum. So they gave us Gale of Darkness, which is the second one in that spin-off series. Okay, that's fine. I love Gale of Darkness. So yeah, we're getting that. It's coming in March. We don't have a date, but it comes in March. But if you have not played this and you have a Switch 2, 100% check this game out. It is amazing. Me and my buddy Fate played it like crazy when it first came out. That was our life for a couple months, just going back and forth playing this, watch each other play it. It was a fun time. You're basically going through and you're saving the Pokemon by opening their hearts. It's an interesting story. It's fun. Battling's fun. It looks cool. It was the first time we saw like our Pokemon like this in a better 3D. Because I mean, we had the ones on 64, but GameCube obviously more powerful system, gave us better graphics. It just looked so amazing. Yep, and then like I said, gave us the announcement that Leaf Green and Fire Red are going to have Pokemon Home capabilities coming in the future. You can trade your Pokemon from it. Obviously, you can't take stuff from like Scarlet and Violet or ZA and move it over to it because different moves, issues like that. But I mean, you're going to want to move your stuff from Fire Red and Leaf Green to the other consoles for the battling. Also for Pokemon Championship, or Champions, which I'm kind of interested in. It's basically what we wanted from the Battler games on the 64, but we get to play them anywhere. It's going to be on the Switch and Switch 2, and then move on to mobile later. I think that is a great idea. It's going to be fun. I don't know if it's going to draw in people like they're making it look like, where you're sitting on a bus and it just so happens everybody else on the bus is playing. And then, you know, at the end, they do the whole like funny joke of like, hey, you also got to battle your parents. But yeah, it's fun little battle game. Looks like you get to make your own brackets. I'm excited for that. Get a few people together, maybe from the channel, be like, hey, you know, we're going to be doing a battle this day. If you want, sign up. Let's do this. It'll be fun. Be a fun little thing. And again, take your stuff that you're training from ZA or Fire Red, Leaf Green, and see what you got. I am definitely going to save. I was about to start over on, oh, I did start over. This is the moment heartbreak sets in. I started over on Scarlet. So I lost my cool little dancing duck. Whatever. I started over, so I'll just have to go through it again and make another amazing dancing duck. That's sad. That's sad. I screwed that up. But yeah, anyways, Champion comes out April of this year. And then they didn't want to leave ZA out of the show. So adding on to the expansion pack, the DLC, they are adding another Pokemon we could get. So you get the Mega Evolution, or whatever you want to call it, of Garchomp with the Garchompite, which is a really weird word to say. But yeah, you get that. It came out yesterday directly, or not yesterday. I'm filming this a different day. A couple days ago after the show happened. So yeah, if you have it, you have the DLC, go ahead, pick that up. It's a mystery gift, and have fun. Okay, so at the top of the show, I did say there's a topic I want to get into. And that is completely related to Pokopia. Now, if you watch this presentation, they really tried to play a mind twist with us. There's a couple people out there, one of them being YouTuber RGT85. He kept calling it Pokopia. And it sounds so weird. And, well, when we're here in the presentation, there is an, like, translator bot translating it into English for us. So when it reads Pokopia. However, when you go into actual, like, presentation of the game that they show here, they say Pokopia. A little bit of a mind twist. Anyways, Pokopia is a post-apocalyptic game, at least from everything we can tell as of the moment. It kind of looks like the main leading theory online. I'll just touch on it briefly. I'm going to end up doing probably a somewhat of a lore video on Pokemon, going into how it connects to Pokopia, when it might take place, and my guesses around it, including like talking about the Great Pokemon War and stuff like that. Hopefully that's the one I'm gonna try to get in there on Thursday. We'll see how it goes. Play it by ear. But yeah, they are showing a little bit more of Pokopia. They also did the Treehouse event the other day, which showed actual gameplay of it. Here they're showing you get like a new Rotom configuration where it's a CD player, boombox type thing. You can put CDs in it, play songs from the other games and whatnot, so you're going to be finding CDs as you play the game. You also meet the cook for the game, which is the fat little squirrel dude who just looks amazing in his little cook chef outfit. Yeah, I don't know about you. I am looking forward to this game. I love like Stardew Valley. I also love like Dragon Quest Builders and most of Minecraft. So yeah, I'm excited for this. This one also comes out here in just a couple days. Another cool thing about this game, which I don't know if people realize this from all the announcements we've had on it so far, it does have game share. So you buy it on your Switch 2 and say your buddy or sibling doesn't have a Switch 2, you can share it to them so they can play it on their Switch 1 off your copy. I think that's amazing. I'm probably going to be trying to use that with Hawk, see if, if I can get it before he gets his Switch 2. Maybe we could play together. Maybe we get Sparrow involved in this and get something going. Maybe we'll stream it at some point. That would be awesome. Okay. And then we had the announcement we were all waiting for. We had already seen the leaks that came out online. They were all over Reddit and Twitter and everywhere else about, hey, these are the Gen 10 leaks. It's rumored to be called Wind and Wave. And yep, that is exactly how they ended the show. We got our first look at the game. There's a little bit of confusion about how it's going to look because of a little statement they have here where it's saying like, this is not representative of the final product, because how I'm reading it and how a few others have read it is because the camera, the way they're using it is they're moving it around in places that you would not be able to move it while you're playing the game. Because, obviously it's going to be like Scarlet and Violet, where it's kind of like a back view, kind of high up type thing. Some people are taking it as like, oh, look, they're trying to pull one over on us. This is an actual gameplay footage. It's not going to look this good. It's going to be worse than Scarlet and Violet, because people love to live off the hate train. I think it's going to look great because it's just going to be a Switch 2 game. It's not being made for the Switch 1. This is Pokemon Company, so they were obviously one of the first people to get a dev kit. And remember, ZA had been in progress before the dev kits were put out there. That's why it's a Switch 1 and Switch 2 game. This one, purely Switch 2 game. It's not being held back by the poor hardware on the Switch 1. Given Switch 1 was impressive for what it could do, it definitely, if they keep making new games for it, leading forward like this Pokemon game, it's definitely going to hold everything back. So they're doing the smart thing, and they're pushing it just for Switch 2. And I believe it is going to look amazing. That water looks fantastic. I'm super excited for this game. They also show us our starters. We have the cool little grass chicken thing, which is Brout. We have the Fire Dog, which the internet went absolutely crazy for. This little Pomeranian Pokemon, which is Pombon. And then we have one that I've seen a lot of shade thrown towards, and it's kind of weird because to me it's the coolest one. I used to always be a fire starter. Like, that would be my thing, is every time I played a Pokemon game, I am the fire starter. My buddy Fate, he would probably be the water or maybe the grass, but I was 100% always fire. Until really, I went back and played Fire Red and Leaf Green a few years back when I was like, oh, you know what? Blastoise is better. My opinion. Anyways, there's Gekwa, which I'm thinking it's Gekwa, or maybe it's pronounced differently, but Aqua, Gecko, Aqua, Gekwa. So, yeah, I'm super excited for the water lizard, the water gecko. They all look amazing. I can't wait to see what they turn into. I'm really curious about Brout for the main part, because last time we had a chicken-like starter that turned into Blaziken, and that Pokemon was absolutely savage. So I'm curious to see how they all turn into. I do see a lot of stuff on the internet where people don't want these Pokemon that start off on all fours to become bipedal. Interesting. I didn't know that was a big thing with people, that they want them to stay on all fours. I do get it. If you look at Sword and Shield, the legendaries were on all fours and they look pretty beastly. Meanwhile, you look at some of the starters we've had that started off on 4 and turned into 2. They're not the coolest. It's all opinions. Whatever you like. I'm super excited for them all. I want to see what they turn into. I can't wait to play these games. I'm probably going to get both versions. Maybe start off with Waves and then go to Winds. Just see what the differences are, because same thing with Scarlet and Violet. If you only played one, you're kind of missing out a little bit, because the story changes. I mean, it's not the biggest change, but the story does change for them, since one's set in the future, one's set in the past for the end game. Anyways, that was these games. Again, hopefully you'll be tuning back in on Thursday, and I'm going to have a cool little lore video, maybe get Hawk in if I can. But, yeah, I'm super excited for it. I think this announcement was pretty damn solid. I give it a 8. If there was less card stuff, I mean, the card stuff's good. Well, let me say that. The card stuff is good, not just because it helps Pokemon stay active, stay alive, make more money. I don't care about that. It's going to keep a place that I have fond memories of open, which not everybody has fond memories of them, but GameStop. I found this out. I took a Friday off one time, and I happened to go to GameStop in the morning. And I was super confused, because there was a big line of people there, and it's like, why? Did something come out that I missed? And I didn't ask any questions. I was just like, whatever, let me just stand in the crowd. And there were about like 20 of us there, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Store opens. We all go in, and then I realize, oh, it's Pokemon card day. This is the day the cards dropped, so they're all coming here to get them. Anything that's going to keep these GameStops alive makes me happy. The one in the town my mom lives in, which I was super happy when they finally built one there, because tiny little town, and they got a GameStop, and that was a big thing for them, given there's a better game store there, used game store, complete in box. They're amazing. But having a GameStop there is like, okay, you know, this little town is turning into something big. Like, we're finally, it's finally going to get away from this whole Amish community thing and turn into an actual, like, town that people live in. But, yeah, sadly, it's one of the ones that took a hit recently, and they closed. So, I want to see the GameStop I actively go to survive. I want to see it thrive, continue to be there. That way I know next time something big comes, they're doing a midnight release, I can go there and do it like I did for the Switch 2. I had a great time meeting the people there for not just the pre-order of it, but actually picking it up. Like, it was a fun event both times. So yeah, keep the cards going. It's gonna go, even though it's not my thing. I don't care about them too much, but other people do. Also, I will say it's pretty cool. They're adding it to more languages. Let more people experience it. It's the same thing with Fire Red and Leaf Green. They added more languages to it. I believe it's the first time it's going to be in Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that's awesome. Let them experience the greatness we've had for years. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I had. Let me know what you think about the show, and let me know if you're excited for this possible lore video I'm going to be doing. And until next time, you take care.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and dislike it if you didn't.
Let us know what you think about the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mom.